Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Sachin, Shruti, Shrishti. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Am I audible? Hi, Ravi. Good afternoon. Hi. Hello. 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 Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Trusha, Piku, Sindhu. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, honey. सर डीपीपी का लास्ट क्वेश्चन करवा दीजिए. सो आन्या, आई डोंट हैव द डीपीपी एट द मोमेंट. We will discuss the DPP and the weekly test in the doubt session every Sunday, right? I have already told you that we will discuss the DPPs and the weekly test along with your doubts every Saturday. So don't worry, keep accumulating your doubts and we will solve it in one go, right? Okay. So everyone understood what we discussed yesterday? So what are the things we discussed yesterday? Yesterday we started with basics, right? What are the things we discussed yesterday? First of all, we started with calculations. What sort of calculations? We started with additions. Then we moved to, don't worry, Surjamani, we have already just started, right? You will get comfortable with maths with time. Don't worry. Okay. We will also solve the 3 questions I gave you for homework yesterday. So we started with addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So going ahead, right? Going ahead, I can expect that at least you will be able to do addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Then we move to BODMAS. What is BODMAS? BODMAS is just a rule following which we do the simplification calculation. First we solve the brackets, then we solve the orders, then division, then multiplication. And if addition and subtraction are the only 2 functions remaining, they are considered on same priority, right? DPP questions are not from the class topic. Kamal, don't worry. In the end, we will cover everything, right? So judge yourself at the end of the week. Okay, don't worry. We will complete the DPPs and weekly test in the doubt session. Don't worry. Okay, then we move to fraction to decimals and fractions to percentage, decimals to percentage. So how to do this? You just have to multiply it by 100%. Whenever you want to convert a fraction or decimal to percentage, you have to multiply it by 100%. I was not in the first class. Can I start this lecture and after that I will go? There is no need, right, Ritu? You can start this. We will start with the reasoning part. We will do coding and decoding, which is very completely different from yesterday's part, which we discussed. Okay? Okay? Done. Then we covered how to make assumptions. In this, we covered 5 consecutive integers, 5 consecutive even numbers, and 5 consecutive odd numbers. How to assume these, right? We discussed this thing. So how to assume consecutive integers by a plus 1, a plus 2, a plus 3, a plus 4. And for both of these, we can assume a plus 2, a plus 4, a plus 6 and a plus 8. Right? After this, we started with word problems, how word problems are converted to equations, how we change simple statements in mathematical equations. This is what we discussed yesterday, right? Today we will start with few tricks. All of you like tricks, right? To solve the questions. So today we will start with 2 things. How to calculate the square of all the numbers from 1 to 99 very quickly. Okay? What is the order of BODMAS? We start with brackets, then orders, then division, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. If there is only addition and subtraction, then we can treat both of those at same priority, right? So here we discussed equations. Today we will start with squares and cubes, how to calculate squares quickly and how to calculate the cube roots of all the numbers up to 99 cube very quickly, right? So let's start. First of all, what you should remember is all the squares up to 10. So 1 ka square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 ka square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, 10 square is 100. All of you can remember these many squares, right? From 1 to 10. What is the meaning of order? Here, orders. So basically all these types of things, 2 to the power 2, right? This is a order thing. Cube root of, suppose 216, this is an order thing. So first you should solve all these orders and then you should move to division. Okay, Sonali, is it clear now? Okay, so here you can remember the squares of 1 to 10. Now can you tell me what is the square of 5? 5 square is nothing but 25. Okay, what is the square of 15? What is the square of 15? All of you remember the square of 5. Similarly, all of you must remember what is the square of 15. What is the square of 15? Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Indrajit. Acquiring skills, Aparna, Lavanya. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Manjunath. So the square of 15 is 225. Okay. Now how to get to these squares very quickly, right? So 15 square is nothing but the last two digit is 25, okay, which is 5 ka square, and the first digit here is nothing but 1 into 2. Okay. So you can find the square of 15 as 1 into 2 is the first digit, then remaining 25. Similarly, when you ask me the square of 25 ka square, last two digit will be 25, 5 square, and the first digit will be 2 into 3, which is 6. This becomes 625. Okay, so you can get to all the squares of these numbers very quickly. What is this? This is nothing but 625. What will be the value here? 3 into 4. 3 into 4 is 12. Then 25. What will be this value? 4 into 5? 20. And then 25. What will be the square of 55? 5 into 6? 30. And end may 25. Similarly, what is the square of, now tell me what is the square of 65? Using the same logic, where at the end you can get 25 and the first two digit will be from 5 into 6, 4 into 5, 3 into 4, 2 into 3, 1 into 2. Similarly, tell me what is the square of 65? What is the square of 65? 6 into 7 is 42. 6 into 7 is 42 and 4 to 25. What is the square of 75? Good, good, good. So all of you are answering 4225. So square of 65 is 4225. What is the square of 75? What is the square of 75? So what you have to do is 7 into the next digit, which is 8. 7 8 is a 56 and this is 25. Similarly, what is the square of 85? Good, good, good. 5625 is the square of 75. What is the square of 85? Understanding the logic, right? So what you have to do is just multiply this number with the next integer and then the remaining digits will be 25. So 85 ka square will be 8 into 9. 9 8s are 72. 7225. Okay. Similarly, tell me what is the square of 95. I will repeat it again, don't worry. What is the square of 95? What is the square of 95? 9 into 10. 9 into 10 is 90 and the rest of the thing will be 25. Okay, right? So what we are doing is, suppose we need to find the square of 15, we are multiplying this first digit by the next integer, 1 into 2, we get 2, and last में 5 का square which is 25. Okay, so now you have calculated the squares of 1 to 10 here, and all the 15s, 25s, 35s, 45s, 55s, 65, 75, 85, 95. Okay, ठीक है? Surajmani, did you get this? How to calculate the square of 95? 95 square. 95 का square. 5 square will give you 25, and 9 into 10 will give you 90, and this is how it becomes 9025. Got it? Right? So all these things are, now you have squares of 1 to 10, and here you have squares of 15, 25, 35. Now what to do with the remaining numbers? How to calculate the squares of remaining numbers very quickly. Okay, all of you tell me what is the square of 40. So maths is remain same. If you have learned this in 9th, it remains same. What is the square of 40? I will tell you how to calculate the squares of others. Up to this point, we have calculated the square from 1 to 10 and from 5, 15, 25, 95. I am telling you, asking you, what is the square of 40? 1600, right? Let's move to the next part. So 40 square is nothing but 1600. Now, if I ask you what is the square of 41, what is the square of 41? What if I tell you all you need to do is add 40 and 41 to 1600? You will get 1681. This is the square of 41. You know the square of 40, you can get to 41 and 42 from this side. You know the squares of 45, you can get to 43 and 40 from the other side. So what is the square of 41? 41 square equals to 1681. Similarly, calculate what is the square of 42. 42 square will be nothing but 41 square plus 41 plus 42. Okay. So here the value is nothing but 1681 plus 41 plus 42. What is this value? Tell me, what is the square of 42? (1681) is the square of 41. What is the square of 42? 1681 plus 41 plus 42. Do this addition and tell me what is the square of 42. You can multiply also, or if you want to calculate it very quickly, you can do like this also. So if you add this 4, 1764. Okay. So now you can calculate squares of any number. Suppose you want to calculate the square of 56. Right? For example, if you want to calculate the square of 56, you want to calculate the square of 56 the square. So 56 square is nothing but 55 square plus 55 plus 56. Okay. Here to calculate the square of 41, what we did is 40 square plus 40 plus 41. How to calculate the square of 42? 41 square plus 41 plus 42. Similarly, if I ask you what is the square of 56 ka square? 56 square is nothing but 55 square plus 55 plus 56. This you know directly. What is 55 square? What is 55 square? 5 6 are 30. 3025 plus 55 plus 56. What is this value? 3136. Okay? 3136. So you can do by this also. You can do by a plus b ka whole square, which is 2a square plus b square plus 2ab, right? All we need for CSAT is you should remember the squares of these numbers and you should know the squares of these numbers. If you don't understand this, no problem, but at least you should know the squares of 1 to 10 and the square of these numbers 5, 15 square, 25 square, 35 square, 45 square, 55 square, 65 square, 75 square, 85 square and 95 square. In squares you need to know this much. Okay, okay. Now we move to another thing, which is cube roots, which you will have to use in simple interest, compound interest. Screen off हो गया. So I can't see your comments. Just give me 5 minutes, okay? If you have any doubts, you can. Next, we have to move to cube roots, okay? Now we have to see how to find out the cube roots of up to 99 cube, right? How to find the cube roots of all the numbers up to 99 cube. So what you need to remember is the cubes of 1 to 10, okay? After this, you can give me any cube number and I will tell you what is the cube root, right? So what you need to remember is what is the cube of 1? 1. What is the cube of 2? 8. How to do square of 58? That is not close to 5 at end. So what you can do is 60 square minus, someone is asking how to do 58 ka square. 58 ka square is nothing but 60 square minus 60 minus 59 minus 59 minus 58. Okay, so see, 58 ka square you need, right? So 59 square is nothing but 60 square minus 60 minus 59. Now this value you can put for 58 square. 58 square is nothing but 60 square, this whole value minus 60 minus 59 minus 59 minus 58. Okay, when the calculation gets tougher, instead of multiplying, you can do this. Okay, kiska doubt tha ye? Shreya, right? Now focus here. This will be more useful for you while solving questions. So you have to remember what is the cube of 1, what is the cube of 2, what is the cube of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now here we have to use a concept of unit digit. What is the unit digit? Can someone tell me what is the unit digit of any number? What is the unit digit of any number? Suppose I am writing 152. What is the unit digit of this number? What is the unit digit of 152? Unit digit is the last digit. Unit digit is the last digit of any number. Okay? Unit digit of 152 is 2. Simple last digit. So you can see in cubes of all these numbers, the unit digits are different everywhere. Unit digits are different everywhere. Okay? We have 0, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7, we have 8, we have 9. None of the cubes of numbers from 1 to 10 have the same units digit. This will help us in identifying the last digit of the cube root. Suppose we have 50653 and we want to calculate the cube root of this number. Okay, so the number is 50653. We have to calculate the cube root of this number. So how to do that? First of all, divide this into two parts. Last 3 digits differently and this is different part. Okay. Now first test what is the unit digit. Unit digit is 3. 3 unit digit comes in the cube of 7. So this last digit will be 7. Okay. The last digit of the cube root will be 7 because in 7's cube the last digit is 3. How to check what is the first digit here? Now 50 comes in between 50 falls in between 27 and 64. 50 falls in between 27 and 64. So we will take the lesser value. Lesser value is 3. So this is the cube root of this number is 37. The cube root of this number is 37. 50653 का क्यूब रूट क्या होता है? 37. ओके, समझ में आया? पहले ये बताओ समझ में आ गया तो देन वी विल मूव टू नेक्स्ट फ्यू एग्जांपल्स. ठीक, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट वी विल डू इज टेक द लास्ट 3 digit aside, check the unit digit. We will check in which cube we are getting the same unit digit. Here 7 cube was giving us 343, unit digit 3. So last digit was 7. The remaining part was falling between 27 and 64, and hence we taken the lesser value, which is 3. You can check. What you should do is take a calculator, multiply 37 3 times, and you will find that the number comes out to be 50653. Okay? Right? If you understood this, tell me what is the cube root of 250 047. I will explain it again. ठीक है? This is applicable to all the numbers up to 99 cube. We can go from 1 cube to 99 cube. And this is more than sufficient for you to solve questions in CSAT. ठीक है? Right? Always we have to take the smaller value. I am explaining it again with one of the examples. Here also what we will do is we will divide this into two parts. 250 different and last 3 digits different. The unit digit is 7. 7 comes in 3. So this will be 3. Okay. 250 lies between 6 ka cube and 7 ka cube. So the first digit will be 6. The first digit will be 6. You can check what is the cube of 63. The cube of 63 is nothing but 250047. Okay? समझ में आया? एक और एग्जांपल करते हैं चलो. You guys tell me a cube of some number, I will find out the cube root. We can do that, right? So you give me a cube of some number, I will find out the cube root. Okay? This works for all the cube roots up to 99. It works for more also, but you don't need all those numbers for CSAT. Can someone give me a number for which I need to find the cube root? Any number, any cube. Give me cube of any number. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 7. 4, 5, 6, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5. चलो 4, 8, 7, 6, 5 ले लेते हैं. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5. We need to find the cube root of this number, right? So we will divide this number, last 3 digit अलग कर दोगे, and this is 48. Last में 5 comes in the unit cube of 5. So this is 5. And 48 falls between this and this. So this is 3. The number should be 35. Let me check if the cube of 35 is 48765. Can you check it for me? 35 into 35 into 35 is 42875. This is the wrong number, right? Someone has given me a wrong number. ठीक है? क्यूब गलत दिया हुआ है मुझे. The cube should be 35 into 35 into 35, 42875. ठीक है? Here we will get 5 and here we will get 3. एक और एग्जांपल लेना है. What is the value of cube root? I am telling you Surjamani, I am telling you we are only calculating the cube roots up to 99 cube. You don't need to calculate more than that. ठीक है? 42875. और कोई एक क्यूब रूट दो. करेक्ट क्यूब रूट देना जिसका क्यूब रूट निकलता हो, राइट? 10382 1038223 1038223 है क्या? 778688 778688 778688 778688. Let's find out the cube root for this number. ठीक है, someone is giving me this number 778688, right? Sir, how will we come to know if the cube root given is correct or not? So in the question, if you are mostly CSAT में they don't give you cube roots of decimals, right? They will give you cube roots where you will find out that the number comes out to be an integer. Okay, so here 688, 8 comes in the cube of 2, so this number will be 2. Now 778 falls between 9 and 10, so this will be 92. Okay, so this is how you can find out the cube roots. ठीक है, if I am asking you to find the cube roots, it will only happen when cube root is available, right? Don't worry about the numbers where you can't find the cube roots. UPSC won't ask you such questions. Okay, this is more than sufficient which you will require in CSAT. ठीक है, तो दो चीजें याद रखो, how to find the cube roots, how to find the squares quickly. ठीक, now let's move to the 3 questions I have given you as homework. Why I have given you these questions? I want to tell you how to assume things in percentage questions. We will discuss this in detail in the percentage chapter also. ठीक है, but because we were discussing how to change statements into equations yesterday, so this is just an extension of it, right? How to group the numbers. Ishita, you should group the numbers. Take the last 3 digits separately and the remaining part separately. ठीक है, last 3 digit will be clubbed together and the remaining part will be different. Okay, ठीक है, right? Don't worry, I will explain the tricks again tomorrow if you want, right? How to calculate cube. So what you can do to calculate cube is a plus b ka whole cube. That is the most easy way, I think, for calculating cube. Suppose that we will discuss in algebra, don't worry. ठीक है, when I will tell you what is the identity of a plus b ka whole cube, I will tell you how to calculate the cubes quickly. Don't worry. ठीक, 3 right? So the basic part is you have to club the last 3 digits together, then the remaining part is left out. If it is 1 digit, 2 digit, 2 digit, 3 digit, 3 digit, doesn't matter. ठीक है, more than 3. Naveen, up to 99 cube, you will find out that the number for 99 cube comes out to be a 6 digit number, so you won't find a number greater than 3 digits. Okay, don't worry. 7 digit number मैं बताया नहीं है. I have already told you cube roots up to 99. So you won't find a 7 digit number up to 99 cube. ठीक है, let's get back to this question, right? So what do I mean how to assume in percentage question? Suppose if the question and the answers all are in percentages, right? If the question and the options all are in percentages, how can you assume things? The increase of price of certain item was, right? The question is given to you as percentages and also the options are also in percentages. ठीक है, question in percent and options in percent. In such cases, you can assume the starting value to be 100, right? All the questions where all the things are given in percentages and also the options are given in percentages, you can start such questions with 100. ठीक है, so if we start this by 100, right? Initially the price of a certain item was increased by 25%. So we have to increase this by 25%. How to increase this by 25%? 100 plus 25% of 100. This is nothing but 1 by 4. 1 by 4 into 100. This is 100 plus 100 by 4, which is nothing but 125. Okay. First thing is we have increased this by 25%. Second, the price was decreased by 20%. So now 125 is decreased by 20%. This is nothing but 125 minus 20% of 125. This is nothing but 125 minus 125 by 5. What is 20%? 20% is 20 by 100. 20 by 100 is nothing but 1 by 5. Okay? We will discuss the answer. Don't worry. This is nothing but 100 again. At last, again increased by 10%. Now you again are increasing this by 10%. 100 plus 10% of 100. This comes out to be how much? 110. So overall, if we start with 100 and increase it by 25%, it becomes 125. Then we decrease it by 20%, it again becomes 100. And at the last, you are increasing it again by 10%. So overall, the increase in percentage is nothing but 10%. Okay, I don't want you to find the answer. Answer is not important. We will discuss the answer in detail when we will solve the percentage chapter. What I needed to tell you is, in such questions, you can start the question by assuming 100, right? Most of you get confused when to assume 100, when to assume 100x, when to assume 1000, right? In percentage questions. So whenever the options are in percentages and the question is in percentage, you can start with 100. ठीक है? यहाँ पे मैंने किससे start किया? 100 से. Let's get to this part now. Last question. ठीक है? Second question we will discuss later. A student has to get 40% marks to pass in an examination. Suppose he gets 30 marks and fails by 30 marks. Then what are the maximum marks in the examination? Here, yeah, we can do that. A into 1.25 into 0.8 into 1.1. We will discuss that in the percentage Shreya. Don't worry. Abhi, because some of you may not be comfortable with that thing, that's why I have explained it in detail. Okay? Here, what I am trying to tell you is, I know all of you will get the answer. I am not concerned with the answer. My point is how to assume things. Here, the answer is given in terms of exact values and not percentages. Okay? The options are not in percentages and in exact value. In such cases, assume the initial value, the value to be 100x. In all the questions where everything is in percentages, you can do it by 100, and all the questions where we need to find an exact value, you should start with 100x. I am not concerned with the answer. If you are getting my point, I am telling you how to assume things. These things get difficult when the question language is difficult, right? So these are very easy questions. I know most of you will do this, right? So that is not the concern. The answer is not the concern. What I want to tell you is, when everything is in percentages, you can start the question by assuming 100. When everything is not in percentages, you should start the question with 100x. Here 40% marks to pass. Okay? He gets 30 and fails by 30. So this passing marks, how many marks are passing marks? 40% of 100x is equal to what? 30 plus 30. He got 30 and failed by 30. So basically, a student who is passing the exam is getting how many? 60 marks, right? Okay? So this is 40%. 40 by 100 into 100x is nothing but 60. 100 and 100 got cancelled. 0 and 0 got cancelled. X is nothing but 6 by 4, which is nothing but 3 by 2. What were our total marks? Total marks were 100x. You can put the value of x here. You can get the total marks. 100 into 3 by 2, which is nothing but 150. Okay. So total marks were 150. What I want to tell you is you can solve this by unitary method also. 40% is 60. So how much is 100%? What I want to tell you is how to assume things. When everything is in percentages, you can start with 100. When everything is not in percentages, you should start with 100x. So from now onwards, if there is a question on percentages, everyone should know how to assume things to start the question. ठीक है? समझ में आया इतना? Sir, why was 30 and 30 added? Deepika, suppose you are taking the CSAT paper, ठीक है? You scored 33 and you failed the exam, right? So basically, if I tell you, you have to score 30%, 33% in the exam, you got 33 marks and failed the exam. How many more marks you needed to pass the exam? 33 more. In total, you needed 33 plus 33. You got 33 and you failed the exam by 33. So overall, the passing marks are 33 plus the additional 33 which you need to get to the passing marks. ठीक है? जिसका भी डाउट था समझ में आया? Done. So these are the basic things which you should know: how to convert English language statements to equations, how to find the squares, cubes, how to do the basic calculations, what is BODMAS. All these things are required to solve every types of question. ठीक है? इतने तक the basic part is over. Now we will start with the main thing, the syllabus of our exam. Okay? ठीक है? चलो, we will be starting with, yesterday I told you we will be starting with reasoning. Then we will move to reading comprehension. Once you are able to solve 25-30 questions confidently, then we will move to quant. There we will see what are the easy topics from which you can solve questions and get to at least 45 questions in the final exam. Okay? So today onwards we will start with reasoning. We will almost take 3 weeks to complete reasoning and then we will move to reading comprehension. In reasoning, there are few important things, right? These are the important chapters. We will start with the important chapters only. Today we will start with coding decoding, then we'll do the remaining in the following days. Okay? So today let's start with the first topic. Okay? Coding and decoding. Now how are the questions from coding decoding solved? We will see there are different types of questions in coding decoding. Starting में we will start with alphabetical coding, then we will move to numeric coding and then the different types of questions. What you should know to solve coding decoding questions is this: what is the place value of any alphabet? You can see the first alphabet A is numbered as 1, B is numbered as 2, C is numbered as 3, D is numbered as 4 and so on. Right? Okay? Okay? Now there are some operations which we need to do to solve such questions. Suppose I tell you what is the value of A plus 4. What does it mean? It means if I move 4 places ahead from A, what is the alphabet? If I move 4 places from A, what is the alphabet? 1, 2, 3 and 4. A plus 4 is nothing but E. Okay? A plus 4 is nothing but E. Some of you are writing D. What will be the value of A plus 4? A plus 4 is nothing but E. Similarly, tell me what is the value of E plus 5? What is the value of E plus 5? Value of 4 is not E. Whenever I will say A plus 4, that means we have to move ahead by 4 places from A. Similarly, if I tell you E plus 5, that means we have to move ahead by 5 places. So 5 places we have to move from E. 1 place, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Fifth jump we will get to J. So E plus 5 is nothing but J. Okay? What if I tell you what is the value of L minus 2? L minus 2. From this you tell me what is the value of L minus 2. What is the value, meaning of minus? We have to move backwards now. So this is 12. We have to move 2 places backwards. What is the value of L minus 2? L minus 2 is nothing but 1 and 2. L minus 2 is nothing but J. Right? Okay. L minus 2 is J and not I. Who is saying I? Sujmani, L minus 2 is J. Tell me what is the value of, suppose I am writing T minus 4. What is the value of T minus 4? What is the value of T minus 4? We have T minus 4. 20 minus 4 is 16. We have to move backwards. Don't do this mistake. This is not backwards. 20, 19, 18, 17 and 16. Backwards is this side. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. So what is the value of T minus 4? T. This is why I asked this question. Some of you will do T 1, 2, 3 and 4. See, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You are adding 4 and not subtracting 4. What you need to do is 20 minus 4. 20 minus 4 is 16. 16 is P. Okay? 20 minus 4 is P. Now tell me what is the value of Q minus 2. Q minus 2. What is the value of Q minus 2? Q minus 2. Q is 17. 17 minus 2 is 15. So basically 17 minus 2, which is 15. 15 is what? O. Okay. Now, if I ask you what is the value of B minus 4? What is the value of B minus 4? Okay. If you know this, we are ready to solve our first questions from coding decoding. At least you should know how we will move from any number, any alphabet to any alphabet. Remember, whenever you get the CSAT paper, this is what you can write before starting the paper. Okay. So B minus 4, 2 minus this side. So what we have to do is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. B minus 4 is X. B minus 4 is X. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. ठीक, चलो एक और करो, बताओ what is the value of A minus 5? B minus 4 is X. So you have to move backwards by 4 position. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now tell me what is the value of A minus 5? What is the value of A minus 5? We will solve questions. There also you will understand what I am trying to explain. Okay. What is the value of A minus 5? A minus 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. A minus 5 is B. Okay. So to solve the alphabetical based coding and decoding, we need to know how to move between alphabets in this table. ठीक है. Let's start with a question and then we will try to understand it in more detail. So let's start with a question. ठीक है. Suppose this is the question. This is given to you. Okay, let's try to understand this through a question. You won't find this in the exam. I have given you it here on the blackboard so that you can directly see how to jump between the numbers. It is saying in a certain code language, the word health is written as GDJKSG. How will be the word zinc written, right? So what they have done is they have coded health as G, D, Z, K, S, and G. Now, in every coding and decoding question, what we need to do is first find how the coding is done and then replicate it on the new word. Okay? Initially, the code for this word is this. So, how will we write this word in the code? So, if you check how is H connected to G? How is H connected to G? How is H connected to G? Tell me. H is connected to G by this. H minus 1. H minus 1 is equals to G. How is E connected to D? How is E connected to D? Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, right? So basically what you are doing is H is connected to G by minus 1. Similarly, E is connected to D by minus 1. Similarly, A is connected to Z by minus 1. L is connected to K by minus 1. T is connected to S by minus 1. H is connected to G by minus 1. Right? So everywhere the code is this. What you need to do is replace H by G. You have to just replace the alphabet H by a letter which is just before H in the order. Similarly, we will do the same thing for zinc. Z-I-N-C. Z minus 1. Tell me what is Z minus 1. Then tell me what is I minus 1 and then tell me what is N minus 1 and C minus 1. ठीक है हसनवीर, I will slow it down. I think I am going slowly, but if you want me to slow it down, I will slow it down. Don't worry. ठीक है? So just tell me what is Z minus 1. Z minus 1. Z minus 1 is Y. What is I minus 1? I minus 1 is H. What is N minus 1? N minus 1 is M. And what is C minus 1? C minus 1 is B. So the code for ZINC will be nothing but YHMB. Which option? Don't worry. Okay? So every time you need to use this table, you should know what is the positional value of all the alphabet. That's why I am saying whenever you start solving the CSAT paper, write it down somewhere in the paper. So you can again and again check it. Right? So basically the answer is YHMB. Answer is option A. Answer is option A. ठीक है? समझ में आया? In reasoning and maths, concept सुन के it won't help you. What will help you is when you solve the questions. ठीक है? So let's try to solve one more such questions. One more question. Let's solve this now. This is done. ठीक है? Let's solve this. Do we need to make this table? Yes, Akanksha. ठीक है? You need to make this table. ठीक है? क्योंकि इससे फिर आप डायरेक्टली देख लोगे ना कौन सी पोजीशन पे कौन सा अल्फाबेट है. नहीं तो आपको हमेशा सोचना पड़ेगा A, then B, what is the positional value of I, what comes after I, what comes before I. So to remove all that hassle, what you can do is make this table when you get the paper anywhere, right? So this is my habit. Whenever I am solving any aptitude paper, this table I make before starting the paper. There are some probability formulas, right? Not in CSAT, but in some other exams, those are required. I will write those down so that I don't forget them. Okay? You don't have to remember this table. What is this table? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, W, X, Y, Z. All the alphabets in order. 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 26. There is nothing to remember. All of you know the table, right? All of you know the alphabet sequence. है ना? So here what we need to do is check how 0 is connected to chur and then we will find the code for player. So first of all, let's check how is 0 How is 0 connected to C, H, U and R? You guys tell me, how is Z connected to C? How can we go to C from Z? How can we go to C from Z? Okay? Just tell me that. How is Z connected to C? Simple question. Someone is saying plus 3. Piku Saha, it is not minus 3, it is plus 3 because you are going ahead. Clockwise, you are going ahead. Addition. ठीक है, I am writing it down for you. फिर एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, गोइंग backwards, you will do the subtraction. ठीक है, so here going back by 3 we are going ahead by 3. 1 clockwise is ahead, 2 and 3 we are going ahead by 3. Similarly E to H we are going ahead by 3. 1 2 and 3, this is also plus 3. R to U, sorry, going ahead by 1, clockwise is ahead, U plus 3. Again O plus 3 is R. So the code is we are replacing every alphabet by plus 3 alphabet. ठीक है, we are replacing every alphabet by 3 by a alphabet 3 place ahead of it. Similarly we have to find the value for player. ठीक है, now you tell me what will be the answer. What you need to do is plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 and plus 3. Okay, here P plus 3 is clockwise, 1 2 3 S. L plus 3 1 2 3 O. A plus 3 is D. E plus 3 is Y plus 3 is Z A B. Then E plus 3 is H. R plus 3 is 1 2 3 U. S O D B H U. S O D B H U. Which option? S O D B H U. ठीक है, we'll wait for some time here. ठीक है, you guys tell me, are you getting this? Because I think these are very easy questions. You just have to find out the logic. Done? चमकेगा तभी आगे चलेंगे. ठीक है, टेल मी फर्स्ट कि हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ, समझ में आया कि नहीं आया. Got it. People who are saying कि you are going quickly, those got it. किसी को कोई डाउट? अगर कोई भी डाउट है तो टेल मी नाउ, आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट अगेन एंड देन वी कैन मूव टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. आई थिंक दीज क्वेश्चंस आर वेरी इजी. ठीक है, सो बेसिक, दिस इज वन ऑफ योर PYQs. ठीक है, बार बार इसी टाइप का आता है. ठीक है, चमका. डन. शुड आई गो टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन? चलो फिर एक देखो, अभी 2 क्वेश्चन कर लिए. लेट्स ट्राई दिस नाउ. Here what they have done is they have connected 2 alphabets to 4 alphabets. So similarly here we have to connect 3 alphabets to 6 alphabets. You can see in the option there are 6 alphabets. Okay, right? So we have to connect 2 to 4 and then 3 to 6. You guys try it by yourself. Let's take 2 minutes is sufficient to do a question. 2 minutes is sufficient. First tell me. 2 minutes I think is a sufficient time to solve such questions. ठीक, let's take 1.5 minute. चमका means समझ में आया क्या? Did you get it? Did you understand what I was trying to say? चमकना means दिमाग की बत्ती जलना थोड़ा. ठीक है, ओके विभा. You have 1.5 minutes. Try to solve it on your own. Okay, then I will explain. Surjamani, I will explain it through this question, don't worry. ठीक है? Good, good, good. So many of you are answering already, right? Hello, hello Kavya, how are you? Hi, hello. Josie. So let's see, right? First, we need to find the logic how IT is connected. How IT is connected with H, J, S, and U. Now, if you see I, where is I? I is here. Okay, this is I. What they have replaced I with is the alphabet just before I and the alphabet just above after I. Right? I was replaced with the alphabet before H and after before I and after I. Similarly, T was replaced by S and U. ठीक है? T was replaced by S -1 and +1. ठीक है? This is, what is this? This is I -1. This is I +1. ठीक है? Similarly, this is T -1 and this is T +1. Right? What they have done is they have written I and they have written T. They have written this as +1, -1, +1, -1. -1 is H, +1 is J, -1 is S, T -1 is S, T +1 is U. And they have written the answer as H, J, S, U. ठीक है? तो similarly we will do this for sun. Similarly we will do this for sun. Sun is S, U, N. We have to do -1, we have to do +1, we have to do -1, then we have to do +1. For n also we have to do -1 and then we have to do +1. S -1, 19 -1 is 18. This is R. S +1 is T. Similarly, U -1, 21 -1 is 20. So this is T. U +1 is V. N -1, 14 -1 is 13. M. And n plus 1 is O. ठीक है? So the answer is nothing but R T T V M O. R T T V M O. R T T V M O. The option D. Surjamani, only one of the student is having a doubt. I can see your name again and again. Did you get this? Did you understand how we moved between the alphabets? अभी भी कोई डाउट है? If there is any doubt, you can ask. Then only we will move to the next question. ठीक है? पूछ लो एक बार. Is there any doubt? Getting my point? Very easy questions, right? And this is an important chapter because every year we are getting to getting questions like these. दीपिका, we will see permutation के time permutation. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Easy chapter है वो भी. One of my favorite chapters. Very easy to understand. If you know how to solve questions from permutation combination, you will just need 5 to 10 seconds. And if you don't know how to approach those questions, you can sit with the question for 1 hour and you won't be able to solve those. So, इसीलिए all the chapters which are conceptual, ठीक है, जैसे permutation and combination is a very easy chapter. ठीक, this is hard work. You have to do +1, -1, +1, -1. ठीक है, done. चले आगे. अरे I want to ask Surjamani. She or he, I don't know, is asking doubt again and again कि नहीं समझ में आया था इसलिए. ठीक है, I'm not seeing her comment, his or her comment. बाद में देखते हैं. Let's move to the next question. ठीक है, right? You have 2 minutes. Try to solve this now. The previous question done, but this question not understand, sir. ठीक है, ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस न्यू क्वेश्चन, आई विल एक्सप्लेन द प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन अगेन, डोंट वरी. ठीक. फ्रॉम टुमारो ऑनवर्ड्स वी विल यूज दी पोल्स. ठीक है, so that I can see how many of you are getting it and how many are you facing any problem. I think this is a very easy topic, right? Kavya Yadav, you are a beginner student? No, don't worry. aa jayega. What to know about your journey? What want to know your Are Kalyani, we have lots of time. We will be together for almost 2.5 months. ठीक है, सब your journey, my journey, my neighbor's journey, we will discuss everything. Don't worry. ठीक है. हो जाता है तो बताना. ओके. Piku Saha is saying +1, +2, +3. Check again. So you are saying L plus 1 is M. ठीक है, फिर S plus 2 is U. ठीक है, right? So what we need to check is how is LS, this is code for, this is the code for this. So we have to do M, U, M, B, A, I. The code for Mumbai is L, S, J, X, V and C. ठीक है, you have done it the other way around. वो गलत हो जाएगा. ठीक है, नेबर जर्नी सबकी जर्नी, डोंट वरी, सब बात करेंगे, बहुत टाइम है हमारे पास. सो मुंबई इज कोडेड एट लाइक दिस. सो M is connected to L by -1. U is connected to S by 1 and 2 -2. ठीक है, this is connected to, this is by -3, -4, -5 and -6. ठीक. Now we have decoded. We know how is the coding done. Now what we need to do is replicate this on Delhi. Now we need to do the same thing on this. What we need to do is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. D minus 1 anti-clockwise is C. E minus 2 is again C. L minus 3, 1, 2, 3, I. H minus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, D. I minus 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, D. CCIDD. Deepika, last alphabet is D and not C. We have to do I minus 5. I minus 5 is 9 minus 5 is 4. 4 is D. So the answer will be option A, CCIDD. Okay, Deepika, you made a mistake, right? It is not, the code is not +1, +2, +3. The code is -1, -2, -3 because this is the code for Mumbai. So you should write Mumbai here and the code here. Okay, understood? Clear? चमका तभी हम चलेंगे नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे. ठीक है, उल्टा सॉल्व कर दिया सर हमने, आई डिड, वो गलत है ना रिकिशा, दैट इज रॉन्ग. यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन फर्स्ट. दिस इज द कोड फॉर मुंबई एंड नॉट द अदर वे अराउंड. मुंबई इज नॉट द कोड फॉर दिस. सो अजमतुल्ला, टुडे द पोल इज नॉट वर्किंग. ठीक है, द पोल इज नॉट वर्किंग टुडे. I'll try that the poll works from tomorrow and we will solve the question. We will take the polls for each of the questions. ठीक. So understand, the code will come on the right side. The main message will come on the left side. चलें आगे. Sir, what if the code of IT is Mumbai? It won't happen like that. ठीक है? They won't connect any two alphabets IT with Mumbai, all the 6 alphabets. You won't get questions like that. ठीक? Polls form tomorrow, don't worry. ठीक है, कोई नहीं, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ट्राई करते हैं. सी, They are telling you that ACPQ is connected to BESU. How is MNGI connected to some another code? ठीक है. Previous question is this. ठीक है. Surjamani Tripathi. ठीक है. So this was the question, right? Here IT was coded as HJSU. So the first alphabet was I minus 1, second alphabet was I plus 1. Similarly, S minus 1, T plus 1. Let me write it like this. Okay. So IT was written as HJSU. Now how is this connected to this? I minus 1 equals to H, I plus 1 equals to J. Similarly, T minus 1 equals to U, S, and T plus 1 equals to U. ठीक है? ठीक है? Similarly, we will use the same concept for sun. ठीक है? minus 1, plus 1, minus 1, plus 1, minus 1, and plus 1. If you do S minus 1, it is R, S plus 1 is T, U minus 1 is T, U plus 1 is V, N minus 1 is M, and N plus 1 is O. Okay? So, if you don't understand by this logic, you can go by that logic also. ठीक? I think I have explained this question 3 times now. I think I have made myself very clear now. अगर इसके बाद भी डाउट है तो you can connect with me after the class. I will explain it again on the call. Don't worry. ठीक है? अभी चलते हैं जिस क्वेश्चन पे हमको अभी सॉल्व करना है. You need to solve this question. If ACPQ is connected to B, E, S and U, how can we connect M and GI with something else? Okay. Okay. Now, how is A connected to B? A plus 1 is B. C connected to E, C plus 2. A, B, C is 1 and 2. With P to S, 1, 2, 3, plus 3. Then plus 4. So, the code is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Okay? The code is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Now tell me what will be the code for M and GI. This will be plus 1, this will be plus 2, this will be plus 3, this will be plus 4. So M plus 1 clockwise, plus is clockwise. Again I am telling you, plus clockwise minus anti-clockwise. Okay? M plus 1 is nothing but N. N plus 2 is nothing but P. G plus 3 is J. And I plus 4 is M. NP, J, M. NP, J, M is which option? Option number D. ठीक. Okay. Right. So this is the basic question, alphabetical coding ka, where every alphabet is connected to some other alphabet, or every alphabet is connected to 2 or 3 different alphabets. Right? Okay. Now there is one more concept which we need to discuss. Right? Up to this point, we have solved all the questions. Up to this point, we have solved all the questions from the forward order. Right? Here we saw this is forward order. Okay? So going ahead from 1 to Z, we are numbering these number as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Got confused in left, right always. So the basic thing will come on the left and the code will come on the right. Hasanveer. Okay? Okay? Now what if we are going to number these alphabets in the reverse order? This is reverse order. Okay? Reverse order means we are now numbering these numbers in the reverse order. We are starting with Z and we are going to A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16 up to 26, right? So how are forward and reverse order connected? If you see forward position plus the reverse position, the sum is nothing but 27. The sum is 27. Suppose I give you reverse position of O is 12. Find the forward position of O. Right? So basically, if I have given you the reverse position of O, which is 12, tell me what is the forward position of O. What is the forward position of O? So it will be nothing but forward position of O plus reverse position of O is 12. This is 27. So basically, forward position of O is nothing but 15. Okay. We have already seen the forward position here. When going from A to Z, O comes at 15 position, right? And when going backwards, O comes at 12. The sum of both the position is nothing but 27, right? So sometimes in coding and decoding, what they can do is they can use the positional value in the forward case, and sometimes they can use the reverse positions also. So we will start the question by assuming that the alphabets were numbered going forward. If the answer, we are not able to find the answer, then we will try if the question can be solved in reverse order. Okay? We'll see some examples where we need to use the reverse order also. Okay? Done? Chalo, एक last question करो, then we'll move to numeric coding. So this is also one type of coding and decoding question based on alphabets only. Okay? I am giving you a minute. I think 1 minute is more than sufficient to solve this question. Okay? Try to find out something, right? Here, alphabets may not be connected by their positional value. There can be some other coding pattern. So try to decode that coding pattern. Okay? Can you tell me, is it based on the alphabetical position or here? ठीक है, करो, solve करो. After this question, we will move to numeric coding. See, here what logic they have used. They have coded system. They have coded system as SYS MET. They have not changed the alphabets. What they have done is written this in the reverse order and written this in the reverse order. Okay? To check my logic, again the second word, nearer. What they have done is written this in the reverse order, AEN, and written this in the reverse order because this is a palindrome, तो ये वैसे का वैसे ही बन गया. ठीक है? Reverse, 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 reverse. they have divided the complete word into half, 3 and 3, and then they have done the reverse of the alphabets. So similarly, now we have to find the code for fraction. This is one of your PYQs, okay? So now we can divide this into two parts. Reverse of this, CARF. Reverse of this, NOIT. How did we know that we need to reverse both of these? See, here also they are reversing both of the parts. Here also they are reversing both of the parts. Okay, that's why we need to reverse it there also. So CARF, NOIT. The correct option is option D. Okay. Okay. Got it? So in alphabetical coding, they can ask you questions in two types. They can give you questions like these, or they can directly use the positional value. We have discussed both. Now we are moving to numeric coding, where up to this point we haven't used any numbers. We have only tackled the alphabets. ठीक है? Done? समझ में आ रहा है ना? चले आगे? चलो next पे चलते हैं फिर. So basically number coding में, suppose for example, if I tell you the code for A, B, C, D is 1, 2, 3 and 4. If I tell you the code of E, F, G, H is 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? My question is, what is the code for E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L? What is the code for I, J, K, L? If I am telling you the code for A, B, C, D is 1, 2, 3, 4, the code for E, F, G, H is 5, 6, 7, 8. What will be the code for I, J, K, L? Nine, 10, 11, 12. What they have done is, alphabetical position of A is 1, so 1, B is 2, 2, C is 3, 4. So what will be the code for this? 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay, understood? Simple part, right? Now you may need this, right? You need the alphabetical positions, right? So here it is, right? Now, if I tell you the code for ELTM is coded as 50. What will be the code for YZNP? Okay. Here someone has coded ELTM as 50. So you need to find what is the code for YZNP. So listen first. In all these questions, we will start with the alphabetical position, forward alphabetical position, and then we will check if the question is solvable by it or we need to think of something different. So first of all, tell me what is the positional value of E? What is the positional value of E? E की positional value is 5. What is the positional value of L? Positional value of L is 12. What is the positional value of T? T is 20. And what is the positional value of M? M is nothing but 13. So first of all, we will see what is the positional value of all the numbers. Okay? Right? Here, these numbers are coded as 50. Now we need to check how we can connect these numbers with 50. Here, if you do the summation, if you add all these, you will get 50. So now we know the coding used was summation of all the positional value of given alphabets. We will do the same thing for y, z and p. What is the positional value of y? Y is 25. What is the positional value of z? This is 26. What is the positional value of n? This is 14. And what is the positional value of p? P is 16. So all we need to do is add all these. This is 51. This is 30. So basically the code for this will be 81. The code for y, z and p will be 81. ठीक है? Daily class time, Ibrahim या Ibram, the class will be from 3 to 5 daily. ठीक है? Done? 81. ओके चलो एक क्वेश्चन और सॉल्व करो फिर. One more question. If the code for name is 14 1 13 5, what is the code for team? If the code for name is this, what is the code for team? एनर्जी चलती रहती है ऊपर नीचे, आप लोगों पे डिपेंड करता है. इफ यू गाइज रिस्पॉन्ड प्रॉपरली माई एनर्जी विल बी हाई. इफ यू गाइज डोंट रिस्पॉन्ड देन ऑब्वियसली द एनर्जी विल गो डाउन. ठीक. Surjimani, it is not possible at the moment because I have other commitments also. For the timing, it will be 3 to 5. ठीक है. बाद में we'll see if we can change or not. Right? So if we see positional value of n is 14, 14 हो गया. Positional value of a is 1, so ये 1 हो गया. फिर m is 13, तो 13 हो गया. e is 5. Similarly, we can find the code for this. ठीक है. T is 20, 20, E is 5, A is 1 and M is nothing but 13. So the code for this will be 25, 51 and 13. Simple. अभी तक simple question समझ में आया? Now I will give you a question where you have to apply some of your mind. ठीक, थोड़ा सा दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा, but the question is on the easier side. First of all, in every question, coding decoding question where alphabets and numbers are involved, first we will try to solve those questions by the positional value and then we will think of anything else if we are not able to answer the question. ठीक है. So अभी ये वाला question try करो. Take, चलो 2 minutes ले लो. I can give you 2 minutes. Try this question now. ठीक है. This is one of the PYQs. Done. Cool teacher. Thank you for the compliment. Bikram. अच्छा, Bikram it is. Shweta, right? 205113. Right? Try to solve this now. First of all, they have coded bay as. I am not solving. I am just writing the code for bay. They have given as 10. The code for goal, they can give you anything. The code for this is 8. What we need to find is what is the code for Duke. ठीक है. What is the code for Duke? करो, बाकी लोग भी करो. Everyone should try. Then we'll try to solve this. Done. 41. So 41 ko you need to do one more step, right? 41 ko you need to do one more step to get to the option given here, right? Let's start, right? सबसे पहले tell me what is the code for B, A and Y. B, A and Y. B is 2. This is 2, this is 1 and this is Y is 25. ठीक है? Now we know 2, 1, 25 and somehow we want to get to 10. Similarly, goal, this is 7. O is nothing but 15. A is 1 and L is 12. First thing that comes to my mind is I should add these. ठीक है? क्योंकि that is the basic operation which I can do. So when I add these things, I get here 28. When I add these 15 plus 1 plus this, what is the value? 15 plus 12 is 27, 28, 20 and 35. Now somehow 35 is connected to 8 and 28 is connected to 10. ठीक है? So 28 is connected to 10 how? 2 plus 8. Sum of the digit is given to you as code. Here also when you add 3 and 5, 3 plus 5, this is given to you as the code. So now we know the coding is done by, first they have taken the alphabetical position, then they have added all the alphabetical position and then they have added the final digits of the code, right? So we will do the same thing here. First we will find out what is the positional value of D. D is 4, U is 21, K is 11 and E is 5. First of all add all these. What is the value? 21 and 11, this is 32. 32 and 9 is nothing but 41. Now the code for 41 will be 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 is nothing but 5. So the code for Duke is nothing but 5. Okay, this is 5. The answer is 5. Can someone tell me how are you getting 6? I can't understand how someone can get to 6. But you can explain your logic. According to me, the answer should be 5. And also according to UPSC, the answer was 5. ठीक? Okay. Difficult questions दूं? ठीक है, we will move to quant, है ना? तब मिलेंगे difficult questions. अभी, because we are just starting, by design I have taken the easier questions अभी तक, ताकि फर्स्ट यू शुड बिल्ड योर कॉन्फिडेंस एंड देन यू शुड मूव टू डिफिकल्ट. क्योंकि क्या होता है जब आप मैथ्स पढ़ते हो ना, अगर स्टार्टिंग में मैं आपको भी 2 डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस दे दूंगा ना, यू विल लूज योर कॉन्फिडेंस एंड देन यू वोंट इवन ट्राई. सो फॉर यू टू ट्राई वी शुड स्टार्ट विथ इजी क्वेश्चंस एंड देन वी विल मूव टू द डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस. ओके, ठीक, चलो लेट्स ट्राई दिस नाउ. ठीक है, this was difficult, this was not difficult, this is one of the easiest question. See, what we are trying to do is I want to expose you to all the different types of questions you can face in the exam, है ना? अभी अगर नहीं बनता, अभी if you are not able to solve, no, don't worry. But after seeing this question now and after knowing the logic now you should able to replicate this in the exam. That is what we are trying to do in the class. I will expose you to all the different types of questions you can face in the exam. What you need to do is, once you understand how to solve these questions, replicate that in the exam. That's it. Prince, I am going step by step. मैंने कौन सा step हटाया इसमें से अभी तक? Don't use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not reliable based on reasoning and maths. ChatGPT is just a data retriever. ठीक है, वो अपना mind नहीं है उसके पास to apply logic. Don't worry, try to understand everything. ठीक है, कोई भी doubt नहीं रहना चाहिए. If you have doubts, you can ask. So basically they have coded A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D as 24. Then they have coded E, F, G, H. as 1680. You have to find what is the code for IJKL. IJKL. Okay. So basically what they have done is the positional value of A is 1, B is 2, C is 3 and D is 4. How can we get from 1, 2, 3, 4 to 24? Okay, that we can get to 24 by multiplying all these 4 numbers, right? Similarly, let's check if the same code follows for the other one also. 5, 6, 7 and 8. If you multiply all these, you will get 1680. So now we will follow the same logic, and what we will do is 9, 10, 11 and 12. We will multiply all these. If you do the multiplication, you will get to 11880. Yesterday, I told you I explained to you how to do the multiplication. From now onwards, multiplying, adding, dividing, right? All those things are your responsibility. You will do the calculations for me. Okay? I will explain the concepts. I will tell you how to approach the question, how to solve the question. All the calculation will be done by you guys. Okay? उसमें गलती नहीं होनी चाहिए. 9 into 10 into 11 into 12 is this only 11880. ठीक है, सबको ये वाला समझ में आया? ठीक है. So up to this point what we have discussed is alphabetical coding. Alphabetical coding में alphabetical coding कैसे shift होती है, that thing. Then the one system and nearer वाला question. In numeric coding, they can connect alphabet with numbers or they can connect numbers with numbers. है ना? Sir, logic are added, ChatGPT now can think. No, I can give you questions which ChatGPT won't be able to solve, right? If you tell him the answer is A, he will give the explanation for A. If you tell him the answer is B, he will give you answer for B. So don't rely on ChatGPT for reasoning and quant. I am telling you again and again, and also for reading comprehension, because sometimes UPSC answers are different from what ChatGPT will give you. What we need to do is, I want to crack your score of 160. My highest score was 172. So try to break that. 172 जब टूटेगा तब बताना, तब पेपर भी इजी आता था. ठीक है, चलो इसमें चलते हैं वापस नेक्स्ट पे. अभी तक वी हैव सीन अल्फाबेटिकल कोडिंग में और न्यूमेरिक कोडिंग में अल्फाबेट्स वर कनेक्टेड टू नंबर्स. इन दिस क्वेश्चन numbers are connected to numbers, numbers are connected to numbers, numbers are connected to numbers. So you tell me how these numbers are connected to their code. ठीक है, take चलो 1.5 minutes I think ठीक होगा. Try it on your own or I will try to explain how to approach these questions. 3 into 4 was coded as 712. चलो करो, try it yourself. इतना इजी है. मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर आंसरिंग. Got it? What is the logic? So 3 into 4 is connected somehow to 712. 6 into 7 is somehow connected to 1342. ठीक है. See, first 7 is nothing but 3 plus 4, and this is nothing but 3 into 4. Similarly, 13 is nothing but 6 plus 7, and 42 is nothing but 6 into 7. 5 into 8 is coded as 1340. 13 is nothing but 5 plus 8. This is nothing but 5 into 8. है ना? So we will use the same logic. We will use the same logic for 4 into 2. 4 into 2 will be nothing but 4 plus 2. And the second term will be nothing but 4 into 2. This is 8 and this is 6. So the code for this is 68. The code is 68. ठीक है, इजी है? अगर इजी लग रहा है तो जस्ट टेल मी इफ दिस इज इजी, राइट? इजी है ना क्वेश्चन ये समझ में आएगा। आई विल टेल यू अ गुड क्वेश्चन, वो सॉल्व करना फिर। डन? इजी? चले नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे। नाउ ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस। दिस इज वन ऑफ योर PYQs, ठीक है? Pramodini, don't worry. You will get into habit of doing such questions. It will get comfortable after some time. True. ठीक है? So in every topic, my aim will be to explain the concepts, then solve the related PYQs, and then give you questions, practice questions, so that you are exposed to every possible questions which you can face in the exam. Okay? So don't worry. Just remember, okay? You have to do these things. Class, okay? DPP and weekly test. Your PYQs mostly will be done in, these are mostly I will cover all the PYQs from 18 to 25 जितने भी होंगे, ठीक? So this much is more than sufficient for you to crack CSAT. CSAT ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट है नहीं, ठीक है? उसको ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट दिमाग में बनाना भी नहीं है. Just try to follow what is taught in the class and that is more than sufficient. ठीक है? अभी इस क्वेश्चन को कैसे करेंगे? Here they have given you Ram is written as 6. Ram is coded as 6. Rome is coded as 24. ठीक है? So initially we will start with the positional value. आकांक्षा, क्या नहीं समझ में आया वो बताओगे? What is the problem? Can you explain it in detail, Akansha Sharma? So what is the positional value of R? 18. What is the positional value of A? 1. And what is the positional value of M? 13. Okay. Similarly, what is the positional value? 18. O is nothing but 15. And M is nothing but 13. Done. Initially what we try to do is, first of all we check addition. So let's do addition. What is the summation of all these? 13, this is 14, 14 plus 18 is 32. What is the summation of this? What is the value? Sir, not able to code, पता है नहीं लग रहा कि कैसे हुआ होगा. So देखो, we are solving these questions for the first time. तो पहले 10-15 क्वेश्चन you will take time, 10-15 questions के बाद you will understand कि हाँ ऐसे proceed करना है. That is what I am trying to explain. If you already knew how to solve these questions, why will you be here, right? You are doing the classes to understand how to solve these questions. So don't worry. Abhi your aim should be to understand how to solve these questions. When you will give your FLTs or weekly test, right? Then you should test कि हाँ if I am able to solve the questions or not. Class में this is not the test. This is not a test for you. What this is my aim for you to understand everything. ठीक है? कि आपको सब कुछ समझ में आना चाहिए कैसे कैसे हुआ. What is this sum? 46. Now 32 is connected to 6. How is 32 connected to 6? 3 into 2. How is 46 connected to this? 4 into 6. So similarly, we will do for file also. File, F-I-L-E. F is nothing but 6. I is nothing but 9. L is nothing but 12, E is 5. What is the summation of all these? Summation of all this is 6 plus 9, 15, 15 plus 5, 20, 20 plus 12 is 32. Okay, so the code for this will be 3 into 2, which is nothing but 6. Okay, tick, done, right? So up to this point, we have seen questions from numerical coding, we have seen questions from alphabetical coding. Okay, now we will see questions from direct coding. There are questions where, suppose this is given to you, hashtag @ $5, right? And this is the code for, this is given to you. Okay, now we are doing with Roshan Chandragar. Can you tell me which question you are confused in? Now this is coded as men. Now in direct coding, every positional character is coded with one alphabet. Is there no division applied in these codings? Division in the sense types of questions we have discussed alphabetical coding में, direct coding. उसके बाद दूसरा एक type का question था. Then numeric coding में alphabets can be used and numbers can be used. Now tell me what will be the code for code. I want to find the code for mission. Tell me what will be the code for mission. अभी तक डिवीजन का तो नहीं आया ना. मोस्टली दे हैव यूज्ड एडिशन एंड मोस्टली दे हैव यूज्ड मल्टीप्लिकेशन. रोशन, कैन यू टेल मी योर डाउट? Right, mostly in the PYQs also they have done this only, but there is a possibility you can find division problems also. Okay, so basically you should start with all the alphabetical positions, right? After that the operation can be addition, multiplication, division, that doesn't matter. There will be two codes given to you. You have to verify from both of these. If division was performed, you will get to know division was applied in the question. Okay. Tell me what is the code for this. Previous question, sir. Previous question पे आते हैं. पहले tell me this. So basically here L is coded as this hashtag. Sorry, star. O is coded as question. I is coded as hashtag. ठीक है. So here M is coded as this arrow. So I will write this arrow. Right. फिर I. Where is I? I is 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 hashtag. ठीक है. Then S and S are dollars. Then I again will be hashtag. O is nothing but question mark. ठीक है. ठीक है. And उसके बाद N is nothing but N 1 2 3 1 2 3, or we can see from here also 1 2 3 N is @. So basically what we can derive from this is the information. L is coded as star. O is coded as question mark, I is coded as hashtag, N is coded as @, E is coded as phi, S is coded as dollar. We have already M नहीं किया, M is coded as upper arrow, phi already taken, @ already taken. So from the first two things, we are going to check what is coded as what, and by doing the same thing, this will be done. ठीक है. अच्छा, you won't be able to type the unable to type the codes. Don't worry. The answer will be, you can check upper arrow, hashtag, $, hashtag, question mark, @. ठीक है. Ranjan was saying, tell me the last question. Last question was this, right? So here what they have done is, first of all taken the positional value, added them, Now 32, what they have done is multiplied the digits of the final number 3 into 2. Okay. Similarly, from Rome, they have found out the positional value, added it, and then multiplied the digit to get the code. We have done the same thing for file also. We have added the positional value. We got 32. 32 में the multiplication of the digit 3 into 2 is 6. Okay. Chale. Now understood what is direct coding. There are 2 questions on direct coding. Tell me the answers and then we'll move to the next type of coding. Okay. This is the question. Suppose if we write this for party and this for coat, what is the code for carrot? Option कौन सा होगा? I think 1 minute is sufficient. 1 minute में करो, try करो. I don't know, Anya. रोशन रंजन, I forgot your name. अभी ठीक है, समझ में आया वो लास्ट क्वेश्चन? Pradyut. So they have coded exclamation mark, dollar, percentage, at the rate and hash. Okay. Is there any common thing between the two? At the rate, T. This is for P, A, R, T, Y. Similarly, star is for C, question mark is for O, dollar is for A, already we have taken. Okay, and T, at the rate is for T. Now we need to find the code for, what? Carrot. C is here, right? C is nothing but star, A is nothing but dollar, R is percentage, O is question mark, and what is T? T is at the rate. Which option? Star, dollar, percentage, question mark, at the rate. Option A. ठीक है, डन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चले. सिंपल था ये दो. तो डायरेक्ट कोडिंग्स आर वेरी सिंपल. अगर वो डायरेक्टली अगर कोई कोड दे दे तो यू कैन सॉल्व लाइक दिस. ठीक है. टुमारो वी विल डू गुड क्वेश्चंस ऑन कोडिंग एंड डिकोडिंग. जो PYQs हैं, थोड़े बहुत 1-2 कॉन्सेप्ट्स और बचेंगे. वी विल डू टुमारो. अभी इसके बाद वी विल अंडरस्टैंड वन मोर फन कोडिंग एंड डिकोडिंग एंड देन वी विल एंड द क्लास. ठीक है. 5 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा लग सकते हैं. डन. लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ये ट्राई करो. ट्राई दिस नाउ. सो रैंसम. So we already know A. A हो गया है L. L is 7. I is 8. 6 already done है. 6M हो गया. ठीक है. O already done है 5. 3 क्या है N. N is 3 done. Y is 9. Y is 9. We have to find the code for Somalian. ठीक है. Somalian. S is nothing but 4. O is 5. M is 6. A is 2. L is 7. I is 8. A is 2 and N is 3. 4 5 6 2 4 5 6 2 4 5 6 2 4 5 6 2 4 5 6 2 4 5 6 2 7 8 2 3 7 8 2 3 7 8 2 3. Option C. Done. Easy. ठीक है. So there is one more fun coding decoding question that we need to discuss next. उसके बाद फिर we will end the class today. Sahil, hello sir, how are you? I'm great Sahil. I think you are doing, I hope you are doing well. ठीक है, कोडिंग विथ डिसाइफरिंग मैसेज. ठीक है, तो देखो अभी क्या मजा आएगा. कॉल, टिप, मॉट. ठीक है, इसके बाद टिप, नॉप, पांच. ठीक है, there are three statements. Singer is good, singer is good. Second statement is given to you, dancer is bad. So basically this sentence is coded as this. ठीक है, फिर tip, more बाज is singer and dancer. Okay, this is information is given to you. What I need you to find is what is the code for good. What is the code for good? How is good written in any of the three statements? You need to find what is the value of good. ठीक है, so many hearts. Good. ठीक है, हमको फाइंड क्या करना है, good का कोड क्या है. चलो ट्राई करो. We'll try this and then we'll solve 3 questions and then we'll end today's class. या फिर we'll see अगर एक आध क्वेश्चन और कर पाते हैं तो. ठीक है, कॉल, टिप, कॉल, मोट सब अलग अलग आंसर कर रहे हो. ट्राई करो खुद से एक बार. कैसे करोगे? ट्राई टू फाइंड द कॉमन थिंग्स बिटवीन डिफरेंट सेंटेंसेस. राइट, ट्राई टू फाइंड कॉमन थिंग्स. सपोज कैन यू फाइंड only one thing common between statement 1 and the last one. ठीक है, so basically tip in the first line, tip is same as tip here, right? On the left hand side, in the first line and in the third line, there are only one common thing. There is only one common thing, right? अरे लद्दाख, I was in लद्दाख एक महीने पहले 10 दिन के लिए. So tip, so similarly on the right side, find what is common between this and this. There is only one thing common, which is singer, right? So this means tip is the code for singer, right? Similarly, we will try to find anything more common between this and this, right? In the first and the second, we have mot. Mot is common between these two, right? Mot is common between these two. So mod is common between these two. What is common between these two is. Okay, so that means mod is nothing but is. In the first line, we have found out what is the code for tip, what is the code for mod. Last remaining thing is call, and here the last remaining thing is good. So the code for good is nothing but call. ठीक है, तो in such type of coding decoding, what you need to do is find the common thing. ठीक है, in place of these call, tip, mot, you can also get different shapes. Suppose someone can give you these shapes, square, triangle and circle is given to cat is bad. ठीक है, they can give you questions like these also. So there you will have to find what is the value of square, what is the value of triangle, what is the value of circle. So the question can be asked in multiple ways. ठीक है, ये समझ में आया, चमका. देयर आर 2-3 क्वेश्चंस व्हिच वी नीड टू डू एंड उसके बाद फिर खत्म करते. डन. ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस नाउ. ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस नाउ. ठीक है, इन अ सर्टेन कोड लैंग्वेज, सा रा गा मीन्स डॉग्स आर बार्किंग, रा जो मा मीन्स डॉग्स एंड हॉर्सेस, मा सो का मीन्स डोंकीज आर मैड. विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग मीन्स बार्किंग? Try to do this. I am writing the statements here. Sa, ra, ga, then ra, jo, ma, sa, ko. Okay. The codes for these are dogs are barking. Okay. Then next thing is dogs and horses. And last में we have donkeys are mad. So what we need to find is what is the code for barking. So barking is here. Either you can find barking directly और दूसरा भी कुछ तरीका हो सकता है. Try to find common things. See if you can find two common things somewhere. So here and here, sa and sa common है, first and last. So R. Then Ra. Ra is common between this and this. Ra is common between first and second. Dogs. Dogs. Basically, Ga will be for barking. Answer will be option A. Really, sir? So I like traveling, ठीक है? So basically every 2-3 months I go out from Delhi. So this time I went to Ladakh. From Ladakh we went to Nubra. Nubra से फिर Leh, Nubra, Nubra, Hanle, Umlingla, everything. I'm in class 10. Why are you here? Enjoy your after school time. If you are in class 10, why are you here in this class? Why are you watching this? So a student from class 10 can't decide that I will prepare for UPSC, okay? Why sa as dogs are not sa? Sa is from sa is common between the first and last line, and the only thing common between on the right side common between first and last is R. Okay? That's why. Vibha, okay? Why sa as dogs and not R? Sa as dogs and not R. Sa is no white. Sa is R only. Sa is R. Ra is dogs. And Ga is for barking. सही तो बोल रहे हो आप? He's watching this for JEE. In JEE, this won't help. They don't ask you aptitude questions in JEE. Right? In JEE, they will ask you core mathematics. Okay? Got it? चलो next एक question और करते हैं. इसके बाद एक और है क्या? There are 2 questions. Try to solve these 2 questions and then we'll end the class. Okay? चलो जल्दी जल्दी करो. So 2, 5, 6. Mona, JEE में PNC is there, number system you will need, right? But apart from that, trigonometry हो गया, differentiation, integration, those things are asked in JEE, not these simple aptitude questions. Array, early preparation means you can start in graduation. You can't start in 10th. A child behaving childish. So can you find 2 common things? So here see, 2 and 5 are common from first and last line, right? Try to find 2 common things here, color chalk and color chalk. If you are able to find 2 things common, directly you can say 6 is red, 6 is red and 4 is white. What is asked? The digit for the code which indicates white. White is 4. So whenever you can find two common things, then you can directly decode two numbers. When we were finding one thing common, we were able to identify only one code. ठीक है? चांग. Right? चलो एक last question करते हैं, then we'll end the class. Here they have given you 143. 143 is yellow color mango. 236 means mango green tree, and 714 means yellow color flower. Tell me what is the code for? Find the digit in the code that signifies flower. We need to find flower. Here also 1 and 4. 1 and 4. Okay, 1 and 4. 1 and 4 is common with yellow color. Yellow color. From this you can say 3 is mango and 7 is flower. Very simple, right? So the code for flower is 7. Can I give you one more question? एक और करोगे? अच्छा, briefly, ठीक है. Briefly नहीं, मैं डिटेल में समझा दूंगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. I can explain it again in detail, don't worry. So here in the first and the last line we found out there were two things common, 2 and 5, 2 and 5. So similarly we tried to find the two same things on the right side. Here color chalk was same. Hence we already found code for 2. We can't say what is 2 and what is 5, but there are two things which will be same. So 6 will be the code for red. Remaining thing 6 will be the code for red and 4 will be the code for white. Okay, सुजमनी मार्केट जाना है, रोशन को मार्केट जाना है तो क्लास बंद कर देना चाहिए. Right? So coding with substitution is one thing. I am giving you these questions for homework. Try these yourself or I will explain these tomorrow. Okay? This is also your homework, second question. And there is one more thing, coding with condition. These three questions are your homework. Try these yourself. If you are not able to solve these, we will discuss these in detail tomorrow. Okay? Right? So YouTube live शायद आज ही होगा, last second. Right? Any of you who want to get into the batch, you can get the details in the video link. Okay? If I am going too fast, going too slow, you can give me your feedback. We can change the classes according to that. Right? We'll meet tomorrow. Until then, have a good time. Bye bye. किसी को कोई doubt है? I am here for 5 minutes, 5 more minutes. If someone has any doubt, they can ask their doubts. नहीं तो we will discuss the doubts on Saturday. ठीक है? Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye. Done? चलो कल मिलते हैं. ठीक है? Bye. Thank you everyone. Bye.